Consult your physician pretty much sums up the modern approach to health. Those 3 words are more important than they may seem, because apart from encouraging you to wholly shirk any responsibility you might have for your own health, it also gives weight to a very damaging yet very common misunderstanding, that doctors actually know how health works. I will say this, your general physician probably has a decent understanding of the way the various systems of the body work, on a reductive positivistic level, what the Latin names for all of your organs, bones and tissues are, and most importantly, what drug to prescribe to any given symptom. That is, unfortunately, what the supposedly noble vocation of medicine has been reduced to in modern times. Not how do we heal or how do we prevent, but rather how do we hide the symptoms. Not only that, but I dare say the medical industrial complex as a whole is actively harming the health and well-being of people around the world. Through overprescription of antibiotics and steroids, for instance, or through unnecessary surgeries, and by willfully neglecting time-tested traditional methods of healing, like fasting, for example, for experimental, highly damaging, and in the end, unscientific treatment methods. This stuff makes me so mad I could scream, but I'd rather write this stuff out rationally and openly, and share my story to try and help anyone else who may be suffering. If you're unfamiliar with my history of illness and healing, I highly recommend that you check out my bio. I have a couple of videos on here on my channel that you can check out. You can also check out my website. I've got a few articles there where you can read more in depth on my own story. But suffice to say, I discovered the diseased state of modern medicine through my own painful experience. I was, however, fortunate enough through my own extensive research to stumble upon an actual permanent solution to my horrific physical and mental state. I'll never tire of repeating the, not so secret formula for finding true health. Fasting and a very simple diet. Meaning not eating for a period of time, say 2 or 3 days, up to 10 days and beyond, and then feasting on 2 or 3 well-selected foods such as Greek yogurt or grapes, aged cheese, properly prepared brown rice, a bowl of bone broth. The foods themselves should be selected and experimented with consciously, with a focus on figuring out the foods that you digest best. And this is where we break free from the hugely damaging dogma of modern medicine and flow into the realm of direct experience. This millennia-old key to health is so infuriatingly simple and foolproof that it needs to be repeated over and over and over again because people just don't buy it. We've been sold the blatant lie that health is something so complex, so bewildering, that only an expert with at least 5 letters after his name can come close to understanding it, let alone achieving it. The sad truth is, fasting and a simple diet are something that just can't be sold. It's not a pill to be swallowed, a machine to be treated with, or an ointment to rub into your skin. The pharmaceutical companies simply can't patent it, reduce it into a chemical formula, pop it into colorful wrappings and sell it for a hefty profit because there's nothing to sell. This is the beauty of true health. There are certain universal laws to living in vibrant health, and they are accessible to anyone who seeks to understand them. On the physical level, and to a large extent the mental and spiritual levels, fasting and a simple diet are some of the most profoundly useful methods for thriving, for living life as a healthy, happy human being, capable of living his or her perfect, full potential. Leave the drugs to the doctors, they can keep them for themselves. Let yourself find true health through the age-old practice of fasting. Get rid of all the useless supplements and pharmaceuticals. Realize that healing is to be found in simplicity rather than complexity, and free yourself from the fetters of modern medical ideology. May you find the health that you seek. If you want to delve further into these matters, might I suggest that you check out my book, Cha-ching! Health Simplified, available through Amazon. I'll pop a link down below. It's a nice and concise tome on my own healing journey, the insights I've gained, and the incredible transformation that's possible through taking full responsibility of your own health. As always, subscribe and like this video if you gained any value from it, and I'll see you next time.